Hi, this is Craig Stocks, and this is my photo critique of the day. Today's photo was provided by Trevor Silver. So, Trevor, I want to thank you for submitting another image. That we can't do these photo critiques if people don't submit, and I really appreciate you taking the time to submit some images and help everybody follow along and hopefully get some different ideas about how to approach their images. This is a wonderful still life image of the leaves on the forest floor. Looks like it was taken maybe fall or winter, and there's some frost on the leaves, and just beautiful texture of the leaves, and particularly with the frost showing up on this big leaf in the center. It really creates a striking subject. And then we have this wonderful low-key texture of all of the dead leaves surrounding, and you can see a little bit of frost on the other leaves, and that really helps accentuate the texture. But I feel like this image was handled very well. If I look at the histogram, we can see that it's definitely a low-key image. The majority of the tones are below mid-tone, but we do still have a tail going up almost to pure white, and that's primarily the frost here. So yeah, I think it's a very successful image. There's just a couple things that we might want to think about that could give us a different way of looking at the image. For one thing, the leaf that's the main subject winds up in the center of the frame, and sometimes that's an effective strategy, and sometimes it's more effective to have the main subject off-center. Now in this case, a lot of the frame is taken up by this branch or a stick piece of wood over here on the left, and the leaves really stop about a quarter of the way from the left edge. So an option would be to just crop that out and crop in from the left and maybe even a little bit up from the bottom. And what that accomplishes is it moves the subject off-center. So now we have the subject more on a rule of third location, if you like that rule of third ideas, and gives it a little bit more of a dynamic feel. The other thing that I would suggest is the whites do stop a little bit short, probably at about 85%, something like that. So it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and pull the whites up just a little bit, and that'll give that frost just a little bit more pop, but still maintain that wonderful low-key texture in the background. And the last thing I would say, there are a couple spots up here at the top of the image, and I know you've heard me talk before about having highlights and details right along the edge, that I think I would consider coming in and cloning those out real quickly so that we don't have a bright spot with detail right along the edge of the image. The one down here by the main subject leaf, you could take that out, or you could experiment with that either way. It would be worth trying just to see if that cleans up the image, if it's a distraction, or if you like it better with the image because it gives it a little bit of an imperfection and somewhere else to look. Looking at it now, I think I like it better without that, but you could easily go either way. But overall, Trevor, I think you've got a real nice image here. Let me reset it to the original. I love the texture, I love the subject, and I'm kind of a sucker for low-key images anyway, and I think this one really is a subject that fits low-key very well. Like the handling of color. So overall, very successful image, and thanks again for submitting the image. If you'd like to submit an image, just send me a Facebook message with the images and let me know if you want to be credited for the image or if you prefer that you remain anonymous. So I hope everybody has a great day, and thanks for listening.